Ezekiel 36:16-38. Israel's sins caused God's holy name to be disgraced and led Israel's enemy to believe that their God was not powerful enough to save them. For the sake of his name, God promises to cleanse Israel of its sin and give the people his spirit. The Lord said, I will put my spirit in you and will see to it that you follow my laws and keep all the commands I have given you. Israel's new life. The Lord spoke to me. Mortal man, he said, when the Israelites were living in their land, they defiled it by the way they lived and acted. I regarded their behavior as being ritually unclean as a woman is during her monthly period. I let them feel the force of my anger because of the murders they had committed in the land and because of the idols by which they had defiled it. I condemned them for the way they lived and acted, and I scattered them through foreign countries. Wherever they went, they brought disgrace on my holy name, because people would say, these are the people of the Lord, but they had to leave his land. That made me concerned for my holy name, since the Israelites brought disgrace on it everywhere they went. Now then, give the Israelites the message that I, the sovereign Lord, have for them. What I am going to do is not for the sake of you, Israelites, but for the sake of my holy name, which you have disgraced in every country where you have gone. When I demonstrate to the nations the holiness of my great name, the name you disgraced among them, then they will know that I am the Lord. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. I will use you to show the nations that I am holy. I will take you from every nation and country and bring you back to your own land. I will sprinkle clean water on you and make you clean from all your idols and everything else that has defiled you. I will give you a new heart and a new mind. I will take away your stubborn heart of stone and give you an obedient heart. I will put my spirit in you and will see to it that you follow my laws and keep all the commands I have given you. Then you will live in the land I gave your ancestors. You will be my people and I will be your God. I will save you from everything that defiles you. I will command the grain to be plentiful so that you will not have any more famines. I will increase the yield of your fruit trees and your fields so that there will be no more famines to disgrace you among the nations. You will remember your evil conduct and the wrongs that you committed, and you will be disgusted with yourselves because of the sins and your iniquity. Israel, I want you to know that I am not doing all this for your sake. I want you to feel the shame and disgrace of what you are doing. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. The sovereign Lord says, when I make you clean from all your sins, I will let you live in your cities again and let you rebuild the ruins. Everyone who used to walk by your fields saw how overgrown and wild they were, but I will let you farm them again. Everyone will talk about how this land, which was once a wilderness, has become like the Garden of Eden, and how the cities, which were torn down, looted, and left in ruins, are now inhabited and fortified. Then the neighboring nations that have survived will know that I, the Lord, rebuild ruined cities and replant waste fields. I, the Lord, have promised that I would do this, and I will. The sovereign Lord says, I will once again let the Israelites ask me for help, and I will let them increase in numbers like a flock of sheep. The cities that are now in ruin will then be as full of people as Jerusalem was once full of sheep, which were offered as sacrifices at a festival. Then they will know that I am the Lord. Israel. He let their land become ruin and there were famines, and his people were scattered, but because wherever they go, they defile his name. They cause like people to kind of like um like mock God, then he will restore them. So God said that he will, well, let me make sure the first part is right. Yeah, so he scattered them throughout foreign cities, but they brought disgrace to his name. So now he's gonna let the the field grow plenty of fruit. The land is now gonna be inhabitable. He will take them from every nation and country and bring them back. Give them a new heart, a new mind, and that he will be their God and they will be his people. They will have an obedient heart. So they will have plentiful grain, no more famine. What the land that was once a wilderness now become like the Garden of Eden. The cities are now inhabited and rebuilt. Plenty of people. What does God want the people to be reminded of? He want them to be reminded of their wrong, sinful ways and be ashamed of it. 132. Yeah. He want them to feel the shame and disgrace of what they are doing. And disgusted with themselves. I guess a true repentant heart, like don't do the stuff that are wrong anymore. Have you experienced God's cleansing? Ever since I know God has changed me a lot in the way that I think about things and how I act. And so I think in that way, God cleansed my spirit. Definitely, God gave me a heart that is obedient to his word, a heart that wants to please God and not want to please myself. And I was a pretty angry person. I have a younger brother, and once I remember just chasing him with a stick because he wouldn't listen to me, and and I actually remember a time where I would spank him, but I didn't spank him out of love or teaching him, but it was to get rid of because I was angry, and so I wanted him to cry. So that was something that was really evil, and I actually remember in that moment feeling somewhat evil, this is scary. That feeling, that anger, and inflicting pain on another person because I was so angry. And so but God took that away from me. He helped me to overcome those issues that I have in my life. He helped me to not behave in the way that I hate, because I've been a person who was spanked and I and but not like teaching wise, and I got slapped too, so like those kind of behavior really disgusted me, and I in turn actually did that same behavior, and so I was pretty disgusted with myself. But so, and that's just one of the things but that's the most memorable one of how I was changed. And so God really did give me a heart that is obedient to Him, and so that I can get rid of all those nasty behavior, so that I can live, for Him and have the fruit of the Spirit that He promises. And even right now with my children, I do spank them, but I no longer spank like out of anger. Like I actually calm myself down before I try to like teach them anything, because I cannot teach someone anything when I'm angry myself. So I have to teach that to myself first, and I have to let God teach me first before I can discipline my children. So yeah. Amen.